let's say, in infinite programs. What doesn't change in the whole thing is the screen. The screen is the only permanent reality. The programs are modulations of the screen, and the electrons and photons in the screen appearing as people and music. Right.
Dorks do not have to worry about the mass censorship that we constantly have to deal with in today's society. And obviously, with what you guys are going to see today, you guys are going to see the some of the craziness. Let's see here. Let me just bring this up here. I think we should be double check, guys. Since I go live on so many platforms, guys, like the first like 2 minutes is like me making sure that everything is up properly. I got like 7 screens here to make sure of it. And the view counters and all this other stuff. Oh man. Shout out to Bills, man. On Tim Pool earlier this week or late last week. And one of the debates that me and Tim had, I actually have it up on my channel if you guys want to listen to it, is why we have the beef with Iran that we have. And I was explaining to Tim that Israel is a significant majority as to why we have the problems with Iran that we have. And he said, no, that's not true. It's actually Saudi Arabia. But, you know, I didn't get a chance to say this because he wanted to move the discussion along. But the reality is, Saudi Arabia is not the main reason we have issues with Iran. Yes, Saudi Arabia and Iran have had issues. They've attacked each other. Yes, I understand that. But the reality is Iran and Saudi Arabia have normalized relations since like 2023. Okay? So, though Saudi Arabia is a portion of the reason, because Saudi Arabia is a great ally of ours, though Saudi Arabia is a portion as to why there's problems, if I was to personify this, or personify it in a numerical standpoint, from a percentage standpoint, I would say maybe 10 to 15%. The other 85% is Israel. Okay? And Israel has gone to great lengths, chat, great lengths, to try to start a war and get that nuclear program gone for decades. Okay? False flags, attacking them, etc., which we're going to talk about here in a little bit. So back to New York Articles thing. The reason for the delay is unclear. Oman's Foreign Minister Badr al-Busaidi, who has been mediating the talks, said in a post on X that the delay was because of logistical reasons and that a mutually agreed new date will be announced. Actually, hold on. Let's see here. Here he is. For logistical reasons, we're rescheduling the U.S.-Iran meeting provisionally planned for Saturday, May 3rd. New dates will be announced when mutually agreed. Okay, I'm going to follow this nigga. And he has a great check, guys, which means it's a government... they would absolutely cripple the oil industry all across the Middle East with our allies. So, though we will win the war physically against Iran, economically, we're going to take a big fucking L. Okay? This is what's keeping the United States at bay. Not necessarily that they are a danger to us. Rather, attacking them is not worth it. Okay? You can use the example of maybe a porcupine. Right? Does an animal want to go ahead and try to attack the porcupine knowing that it can get pricked and there's just a little bit of meat in there and it doesn't really serve them much benefit? No, they're going to go for another animal, right? Because the risk isn't worth the benefit. That's basically what Iran has, is the ability to hurt us economically. And that is why, Trump intelligently doesn't want to go to war. And we would lose soldiers, by the way. They would bomb U.S. bases all across this area if that were to happen. So, cool. So the Shahid Rajib port handled read that one already. Straight over moves. Okay. Okay. Isfahan is home of Iranian weapon facilities. Okay, and this was one of the areas that also got attacked as well. That got bombed. Okay, just so you guys know, I brought this article in so you guys understand. So 2 mysterious bombings, okay, occurred in Iran. Now, I think it was the Israelis. And the reason why I think it was the Israelis is because, as you guys know, Trump waved off a formal attack against Iran. This pissed off the Israelis because when Netanyahu was here a couple of weeks ago, he wasn't here to talk about tariffs, okay? He was here to talk about attacking Iran. Now, the Israelis have been...
And why the fuck are the United States listening to Israelis? Like, that's what I don't understand. What the fuck are we listening to them for?
to attack Iran for years. And they actually said that they were going to more than likely attack Iran sometime this year, in the middle of the year, with or without U.S. help. Okay? With or without. So, these bombings, right? Especially the fact that, like, one of the bombings literally was targeting their oil for missiles. Because, as you guys know, Iran has a very sophisticated missile program. Ballistic missile program. They have a drone program. They have a good drone program, and they have a good ballistic missile program. Which is why they can really hurt us economically, because they will destroy a lot of strategic locations for us when it comes to oil. Okay? And literally fuck up everybody's economy. So, so with that said, I think the Israelis did this to try to go ahead and get some type of antagonization going on, because the Israelis have been trying to escalate with Iran all year, chat. They've been bombing them. They've assassinated people in their country. Their president was killed in a helicopter crash, a mysterious helicopter crash. So Israel's trying to do anything that they can to get a war going. Okay? And if you guys don't believe me, let me go ahead. I got a video here that I think is really interesting that I want you guys to watch, just to show you guys how much the Israelis really don't give a fuck, bro. Let me find this for you guys real quick. I'll find this video. Oh, and then also, while I find this video, British police arrest Iranian nationals in counterterrorism investigations. Several Iranians were among 8 men arrested in 2 investigations. Some of the detained were accused of preparing a terrorist attack on an unnamed site. Okay, this came yesterday. British counterterrorism officers have arrested 8 men, including 7 Iranian nationals, in connection with 2 separate investigations, London Metropolitan Police said on Sunday. In one of the cases, 4 Iranians and another man whose nationality is yet to be determined were detained on Saturday on suspicion of preparing a terrorist act against a single site. The investigation relates to a suspected plot to target a specific premises, the police said in a statement issued early Sunday. The police added that the site was not being named for operational reasons. Dominic Murphy, the head of the Metropolitan Police's Counterterrorism Command, said the investigation was fast-moving and the police were working closely with those at the affected site to keep them updated. So, very, very interesting. That this is all happening as peace talks are going on, right? Or attempted peace talks. I'm trying to find this video for you guys. Let me go ahead. Let me find this. And then this is also the Gaza thing, which I'm going to talk about. And this is all going to tie together here in a second. Actually, you know what? We'll just go YouTube.
Fuck. Stupid ass shit. Man.
Wait, what's this? Is Destiny debating somebody? Debate on religion, politics, culture at University of Tennessee, Knoxville? No.